The story of Atlantis begins with the Greek philosopher Plato. He wrote about this magnificent island civilization in two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. These dialogues, written around 360 BC, introduce Atlantis as a powerful and advanced society. This society existed roughly 9,000 years before Plato's time. Plato describes Atlantis as a naval power. It was larger than ancient Libya and Asia Minor combined. This vast island kingdom supposedly conquered many lands. It eventually attempted to conquer Athens. Athens bravely resisted and ultimately defeated the Atlantean invasion. According to Plato, Atlantis was punished for its aggression. A catastrophic event, possibly an earthquake or a tsunami, led to the island sinking beneath the waves in a single day and night. The legend of Atlantis has captivated imaginations for centuries. Was it a real place or a philosophical allegory? The mystery endures, fueling exploration and speculation to this day. Plato paints a vivid picture of Atlantis. He describes a utopian island kingdom. It was rich in natural resources and a marvel of engineering and architecture. The city was designed in concentric circles of land and water canals. At the center of the island was a magnificent temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. This temple was adorned with gold, silver, and orichalcum, a mythical metal. The Atlanteans were skilled craftsmen who created beautiful works of art and impressive structures. They possessed advanced knowledge of science, technology, and philosophy. Their society was governed by wise philosopher kings. They lived in harmony with nature, with an abundance of fruits, vegetables, and minerals. They had a thriving agricultural system and were skilled seafarers. They traded with other nations, their ships sailing across the known world. They were a prosperous and influential civilization. Their story serves as a reminder of the potential for human achievement. It also acts as a warning against its potential downfall. The legend of Atlantis continues to inspire wonder and debate. It highlights the ephemeral nature of power. The search for Atlantis continues to be a driving force for discovery. The exact location of Atlantis has been a subject of intense debate. Theories range from the Mediterranean Sea to Antarctica. Some suggest the Atlantic Ocean, others the Aegean Sea. Some link Atlantis to the Minoan civilization on Crete. Their decline around 1450 BC, possibly due to a volcanic eruption on Thera, fuels speculation. Another theory places Atlantis near the Azores. The mystery of Atlantis remains elusive. The legend has captivated imaginations for centuries. One of the key clues to Atlantis's location, according to Plato, is its position beyond the Pillars of Hercules. This geographical marker has been traditionally identified with the Strait of Gibraltar. The Strait of Gibraltar is the narrow passage between Europe and Africa, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean. However, the precise meaning of beyond the Pillars of Hercules is open to interpretation. Some believe it refers to locations in the Atlantic Ocean, west of Gibraltar. Others argue it could mean locations within the Mediterranean itself, beyond the strait from the perspective of ancient Greeks. The ambiguity surrounding the Pillars of Hercules has added to the mystery of Atlantis. It has allowed for a wide range of interpretations and theories. Some scholars believe the Pillars of Hercules may have referred to other geographical features. The challenge of pinpointing the Pillars of Hercules highlights the difficulty in interpreting ancient texts. The lack of definitive geographical markers makes the search all the more challenging. It also adds to the allure of the Lost City. Several Mediterranean locations have been proposed as possible sites of Atlantis. These theories often focus on islands or coastal regions with significant geological events. One such location is Thera, modern Santorini, devastated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. This event has been linked to the decline of the Minoan civilization. Other possibilities include Sardinia and Spartel Bank near the Strait of Gibraltar. Spartel Bank is a submerged island suggested as a potential location for Atlantis. These theories provide plausible geological and historical context for Atlantis. Beyond the Mediterranean, a vast array of locations have been suggested for Atlantis. These theories span the globe from the Atlantic Ocean to Antarctica. These characteristics have fueled speculation and debate. Some researchers propose Atlantis was in the Atlantic Ocean. The sheer number of proposed locations highlights the enduring fascination with Atlantis. While the legend of Atlantis continues to captivate the public imagination, the scientific community generally views it with skepticism. Most scientists believe that Atlantis is a fictional creation of Plato's. It serves as a philosophical allegory rather than a historical account. There is no credible scientific evidence to support the existence of a technologically advanced civilization that existed 9,000 years before Plato's time. Geological and archaeological research has not uncovered any traces of such a civilization in any of the proposed locations. Scientists point to the lack of physical evidence and the inconsistencies in Plato's account. They use these factors to dismiss the possibility of a real Atlantis. They argue that the story is a literary device used by Plato to explore philosophical and political themes. The scientific perspective provides a critical counterbalance to the romantic allure of Atlantis. While the search for the lost city continues, it's important to approach the legend with a healthy dose of skepticism. Scientific inquiry plays a crucial role in separating fact from fiction. It allows us to understand the world around us based on evidence and reason. The legend of Atlantis has captivated imaginations for centuries. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the legend of Atlantis continues to exert a powerful influence on popular culture. It has inspired countless books, movies, television shows, video games, and works of art. The image of a lost, advanced civilization has captured the imagination of generations. From classic literature to modern blockbusters, Atlantis has become a recurring motif in storytelling. It often represents a utopian ideal or serves as a warning against hubris and the abuse of power. The myth of Atlantis has permeated various forms of media and become a staple of popular culture. The enduring appeal of Atlantis lies in its mystery and its potential. The idea of a lost civilization with advanced technology and wisdom continues to resonate with audiences. It sparks our imagination and fuels our desire to explore the unknown. The cultural impact of Atlantis extends beyond entertainment. It has influenced art, architecture, and even fashion. The myth has inspired countless creative endeavors. It continues to be a source of fascination for artists and designers worldwide. The legend of Atlantis has left an indelible mark on our cultural landscape. The search for Atlantis continues to be a driving force for discovery. The legend of Atlantis continues to fascinate us for several reasons. It speaks to our innate curiosity about the past and fuels our desire to discover lost civilizations and unravel ancient mysteries. The idea of a technologically advanced society disappearing beneath the waves is both intriguing and unsettling. The story of Atlantis also taps into our sense of wonder and our yearning for a better world. The image of a utopian island paradise resonates with our desire for a more perfect society. It offers a glimpse of a world where humans lived in harmony with nature and possessed advanced knowledge. The enduring allure of Atlantis also stems from the element of mystery. The lack of definitive proof allows for speculation and interpretation. The search for the lost city becomes a quest for knowledge and understanding. It keeps the legend alive. The search for Atlantis represents our ongoing quest for discovery. It reflects our desire to learn more about our past and to understand our place in the universe. The mystery of Atlantis continues to inspire exploration and inquiry. The question of whether Atlantis was real remains a subject of debate. While there is no conclusive scientific evidence to support its existence, the legend persists. It continues to fuel speculation and research. The lack of proof does not necessarily disprove the possibility of a historical basis for the story. Some researchers believe that Plato's account may be based on a real event, perhaps a catastrophic natural disaster that destroyed a civilization in the distant past. This event may have been embellished and mythologized over time. It eventually evolved into the story of Atlantis. Others argue that Atlantis is purely a product of Plato's imagination, a fictional creation designed to illustrate philosophical points about the dangers of unchecked power and the cyclical nature of civilizations. The story serves as a powerful allegory and continues to resonate with readers today. Ultimately, the question of Atlantis's reality may never be definitively answered, The lack of concrete evidence leaves room for both belief and skepticism. The mystery of Atlantis continues to intrigue us. Regardless of whether Atlantis was real or a myth, its legacy continues to endure. The story has captivated human imagination for centuries. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film. It has also fueled exploration and scientific inquiry. The legend of Atlantis speaks to our fascination with lost civilizations and our desire to understand the past. It reminds us of the fragility of human societies and the power of nature. The story serves as a cautionary tale and inspires us to explore the unknown. The myth of Atlantis has become a part of our collective consciousness. It continues to resonate with people of all ages and cultures. The story has been reinterpreted and reimagined countless times. It continues to inspire new generations of storytellers and explorers. The legacy of Atlantis is a testament to the power of storytelling. It highlights our enduring fascination with the mysteries of the past and the potential for discovery. The story of Atlantis will likely continue to captivate us for generations to come.